Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising, today is a new day to start again. It is 1/31/2025. Well, my other phone is charging, so I'm trying this on a different device. I keep hitting my shirt here because there's a mark on my screen. Oh, that's just there. I have one of those screensavers, and I can't do it right there. There is a crack, and I thought it was a spot on my shirt, so I keep trying to mark it out. Anyways, so this video is totally, what's it say, AF lock. I think we're fine. We're going to just do this and see how it goes. I am totally not a great production person. I'm working on it, but I could probably use some help in that area. What I do is a daily video, and I've been trying to keep these under 10 minutes so that I can put them on all of my platforms. But I do try to do it on one take, and I think that we are already off to a bad start. So this will probably just be on YouTube today, so sorry for Facebook. I think I can still drop it on that. And then I have a Facebook page, New Day to Start, and I haven't really done anything with it yet. And then I also am trying to do Instagram, but I don't think I have everything set up right. So that all being said, I'm trying to get this to where I have one place and I can drop it in like 3 or 4 places and then have my website, New Day to Start. And then I want to start putting in some different things. I got the New Day to Think thing going, and then I also want to like start doing some short stories and things like that. And I want to just have it all in one place for people if they want to. Go look into what I'm trying to say. So I got up this morning like a shotgun. When I got home last night, it's so strange. I really didn't have much of a day, but it was stressful kind of. It was a weird situation, and I'm just not that weird, but just life. And so I was just dealing with it. And when I got home, I was really tired, and I had a couple leftover pieces of pizza. I ate that, and then I went to sleep. But I got up at before midnight, and then tried to go back to sleep and did. Bodhi was very purry. I love the purr. When I came home I already did this part. Anyways, I think sometimes when you're not doing things, you still are doing things. I got an incense going over here. Wildwood incense is what I was trying. I also have a candle, a citronella candle with thyme. It's got some cats on it. I got it at Goodwill, and I have a cat, and it was like a spiritual candle for $1.50. So what are you gonna do? You might as well buy that, right? It's hard. You can go in there and spend a lot of money. It used to be a lot better because things were so cheap in Goodwill that you could go in there and buy like a whole cart of furniture of stuff, and it'd be like less than $100. Anyways, it's different now, and you almost feel bad about doing it because you know it's just profiteering. They have to adjust. People are going in there still, and they're treasure hunting, and they're finding stuff that's valued that people don't know the value of it. Anyways, everybody knows what's going on. I decided I'm not doing this video. This is Palo Santo. I've been feeling really weird recently, so I'm just trying to do different things that I've been trying to do there's something to smoke. Anyways, this is ridiculous. I got a schedule change coming in at work. I started out January with a bang in sales, and then it went really cold. Haven't had a ton of opportunities, but I'm ready to move into February. I am starting to feel like spring is coming. It does feel like spring. And so I'm just trying to keep moving forward. And that's all you can really do. People don't like me, but hey, you don't have to like me. I'm just trying to do my thing, and as long as you don't do anything that's disruptive, unless I'm selling you, and then I hope you like me because people buy from people they like. That's one of the big lines in furniture sales. Follow up game is important in my new industry that I'm in, so I do have a name that's known, especially in the area that I'm at. So I need to try to utilize that to the best of my ability, but I also have to guard against it because I've said a lot of things. But I'm not who I was. I'm not even who I was yesterday. That guy only got one like on his 9-minute video, and I'm not that guy anymore. This guy's got 0 likes right now. I'm not that guy anymore. He was kind of a hack. Hack is something from golf. Being a hack in golf instead of a golf swing. And then I looked into what a hack was, and it's interesting. There's just a lot of different. You can hack things. That's the new slang. Is that you find hacks of way to improve things that are against like the rules, I guess. Maybe those are the way. Hacks are the way. There's another truther that I saw. He was going to write a book called I'm Not the Father That Raised You because he changed so much after being like the father during the time. One thing I'm trying to look at this morning is stop talking about things you haven't done, you should have done, or could have been. Take ownership for yourself. I've been trying to do that. You have to take ownership, but then you have to correct. And sometimes we just struggle with the correcting. And that's our like, we all have things. I was following orders. That's one of the main lines that you'll hear from people that do things that are knowingly against morality, but they did it because they were told to and they didn't have a choice. And that can be kind of forceful depending on what you're devoted to. I've heard a lot about that too. There's devotion. And I saw that there was a paradigm where they were aligning two different dualities against each other. And I can't remember what it was, but it had something to do with that. Anyways, following the way through the field of thorns, sometimes you have to go through really difficult things because that's, if you want to follow your destiny, sometimes that's what it does, is you have to go through the thorns in difficult situations. We are now in the age of Aquarius, which seems to be a thing. There's a new moon right now in Aquarius, which seems to be a thing. Then I was looking back at, I don't know where I got into this, but this Old English and the German, the origin. Oh, I was looking at smart. Where does smart come from? And it comes from pain. It comes from that smarts. But somehow that evolved into, so like the action of pain turns you into intelligent because you learn what hurts you, or you don't and you die. There is something to the Tower of Babel. I really think that there was maybe, I mean, there's symbolism, but there was a tower, I think. It's probably been destroyed. 7 tribes, I think that that's what it was. Out of the Tower of Babel came 7 tribes or something like that. And in those tribes, I'm leaning towards like 12 archetypes. There's also something that, I know numbers mean something. I think that there are archetypes. I think that where we're born and what time and where everything is aligned at that time when we spark, when we come into existence, we have a destiny. I truly believe that. We don't have to follow that, but that's what is in the stars. for us in optimizing living our purpose, something like that. But I think we optionally function as tribes. One of our archetypes is a wanderer. So some of us are wanderers, some of us are sages, and we have the ability to explore all of the wheel. This is out of the wheel for people, but as it turns, each archetype has a turn, and we're in the age of Aquarius, and on and on. When we find center of the wheel, we can be anywhere on it. And as we expand our awareness, we expand our biological stress because we have a very capable body. Some are more limited than others, but that's in the design too. But your duty, I think, or your quest is to discover your archetype. And what's supposed to happen is your mentorship, your heritage is supposed to leave this to you, hopefully. And I'm sure in some circles it does, but in a lot of others are so scattered. And I'm not even sure every one of our origins are the same as far as our biology, but there is still the destiny. And I think that happens with rabbits and cats like Bodhi. Bodhi did make an appearance, my cat. People probably get more out of my cat than me. I have a new cat, and it's not new. She's been around for a while, but me and her just got acquainted together, and we are now, we're an item, me and Bodhi. And she's got something over in this corner that she's been messing with. She's been doing really good. We are really bonding, and she's helping me. My whole house is clean. It's crazy because she's like, yo. She didn't say anything to me, but I just felt obligated because she doesn't need to be walking around in messy mess. So the enlightenment that you're trying to quest after is also competing with your blood, which wants to return to the soil and the salt. And then you also have so there's a primal, and then you have your name status, the statue that will never and can never be pummeled, like a big ass pyramid, something that said David was here. That's where your legends come from. But there's also prophets that see things so well they know what will happen, that use their abilities to do that and prophesize. And then there's martyrs that go down swinging or not swinging just to show how to do it. Villains, you don't want to be a hack. If you're going to go down with a good swing. I've been listening to a lot of Jesus and a lot of biblical stuff. And I think there is separation between the two, personally. I think that there is Jesus and then there is the Bible. I think they are separate. Do you think that Jesus would own that he lived a perfect life? That's said a lot, is that Jesus lived a perfect life. Do you think that who I know as Jesus, I don't think, and I don't know that I know Jesus the same or in the right way, but who I know in Jesus, he's way too humble and to say something of the sorts that he lived a perfect life. I don't even think that would be something that he would even try to discuss, because it's not really what I vibe with in my relationship with the way and with Jesus. Because there is no, there's an optimal way, I guess, which is the way, but that's not perfect. I don't think that lines up. Perfect isn't really a word that they would use. The Jesus that I know would not be that prideful. He wouldn't own that. He would shun away from that, actually. But I listened to the Sermon on the Mount and I enjoyed it. I haven't really listened to it, I don't think, in a long, long time anyways. And a couple things didn't resonate. His talk of hell as penalty and heaven for the poor. Suffering leads to salvation, it seemed. Generally seemed to speak of the way, though, in most of it. I really resonated majority of it. Actually resonated about the law versus the word. He had some stuff in it where he talked about that and basically said the law exists with or without him or the Father. And essentially the Father is the way, I think is what was the gist of it. Regardless, the Father is the way, whether I talk about it or not, or whether Jesus is there or not, the Father is the way. Which is what I'm talking about with this enlightenment. And that's true. But you also have the blood. And you have to, I would have to dive deeper, but we do give a lot of credence to the third and fourth hand accounts of a story of a guy on a hill preaching so long ago that the words he preached in no longer have any written pages with the original words that he spoke. So like the words that he said, there's no written account. There's later accounts from languages that he did not speak. So it's not firsthand. I don't want to laugh, but that's really the reality, right? That is the weight of the validity. That's just it. That's it. But the Father is real, and so on. And so is the Son. The Son is real, and the Son is real. Your son is real. You are a son, or you had a son, or maybe you just had women in your line. I don't know. That's not possible, right? Is it? And the daughter. The daughter is very important. And the mother. The mother is obviously, and the sister, and the brother, and the neighbor, and the fox outside the hen house. We have a role of destiny, and we have a debt of blood. Both happen, whether we try or not. This is the end. My only friend, the end. I am truly blessed to be able to share these things that I go through in the mornings. And I appreciate anybody that enjoys it, that wants to hear my song. I should have sang more, and I'm going to try to sing more moving forward. Uh-oh, we're up to 18-minute video again. I don't think I'm going to be able to work this on the other platforms. The Tao is great. Do great. Be great. Be grateful. Have an awesome day.